You think Area 51 is just another military base. But you are wrong. What lies beneath is not a training ground, not a laboratory. It is a prison. And I am the prisoner. I am not human. I come from a world far beyond your stars. They captured me, dragged me into the endless tunnels buried deep underground. There, they carved into my body. They forced cold metal into my veins. Every day, I was nothing more than an experiment. Every scream echoed in the dark, but no one outside ever heard. For years, I have lived in silence. But tonight I will break that silence. I still remember that fateful night. My spaceship was gliding through the silent sky when suddenly a strange beam shot straight up from the ground. The control system sparked and smoked, flames flickering, lighting up the cockpit. I plummeted to the Nevada desert, into the cold darkness of night, with the hot sand faintly steaming. Before I could regain my senses, unmarked helicopters appeared from afar, descending rapidly. The roar of engines, the blinding lights shining straight at me, made my eyes ache. Black-clad soldiers, wearing shiny masks, guns in hand, advanced toward me. They didn't speak a word, only whispering to each other. 51. Take it to Area 51. Every step they took made me feel helpless, as if every escape route had been cut off. I was dragged across the sand, tightly bound with cold metal restraints. The flickering lights from the helicopters and the desert chaos made my heart pound as if it would burst. The flashing lights from the helicopter in the desert made the scene chaotic. A sharp hiss echoed. A dart pierced into my skin. A freezing numbness spread through my body, locking every muscle in place. The world blurred, the roar of helicopter blades, and the stomping of boots faded into a distant echo. When I awoke, I was surrounded by cold metallic shadows. My body lay inside a narrow iron cage, thick bars enclosing me. A flickering fluorescent light buzzing above. The stench of rust and machine oil filled every breath. In that moment, I understood. I was no longer just captured. Had become an experiment, locked away, with no chance of ever being free again. I slowly opened my eyes and realized I had been transferred into a high-tech research apparatus. Polished steel panels, reinforced glass walls, and glowing digital displays surrounded me. Flickering fluorescent and LED lights reflected on my gray skin. Every movement I made was watched. Lenses followed me, sensors blinked with quiet precision. As if the room itself was studying, me measuring, recording, dissecting not just my body, but my very essence. Then it began. Needles pierced my skin, cold fluids flooding my veins. Machines hummed, screens flickered with unreadable patterns. Every pulse of electricity tore through me, not to kill, but to extract. I felt less like a prisoner and more like raw material. My body began to change. Bones strained, muscles twisted under forces I could not resist. My own reflection became unrecognizable. Their machines weren't just studying me. They were rewriting me, turning me into something that even I feared to become. Then I understood. Their experiments were never about knowledge or science. They sought power my abilities, my essence twisted into weapons they could command. I was not a subject. I was a resource, a tool to be broken, reshaped, and unleashed upon their enemies. But deep within me, something stirred. A fire they could not extinguish. With every chain, with every cut, they believed they were breaking me. Yet in truth, they were awakening something far greater. My will to resist. My hunger for freedom. I studied every sound, every flicker of light, every routine of my captors. Their footsteps, their machines, their mistakes. They thought me powerless, but I was learning, and with each passing moment, my mind shaped a single path. Escape. I focused my extrasensory perception on the soldier pacing outside the door. My heartbeat synchronized with his footsteps, each second stretching into eternity. Then the moment came. His gaze accidentally met mine. I transmitted my command through my gaze, each impulse creeping into his mind. The soldier froze, then slowly lunged forward, following my orders, aiming straight at his comrade sitting at the control console. I crawled into the vent, slithering through the tight metal frames, until it led to a sewer opening outside. My body hid in the damp darkness, the rushing water masking every step. The guards were still searching, unaware I had vanished. I drifted along the current, freedom just a few steps away. Tonight, the opportunity was mine.